Hi there, everyone. I hope you're well. I wanted to do a little video for you guys to show you how to create a Photobooks album. Photobooks, if you're not aware, is the sister company to Freeprints app, which is super popular, where you get 45 free 6x4 prints a month. We're not affiliated, but this is something that we use quite often, more for personal prints rather than business ones. But they're okay for just popping in a frame at home. Not the most high quality that you would get compared to some professional labs, but they are lovely. And that really same goes for these little books. So the Photobooks app, the standard album that you get free is 6x9, I believe, or 6x8, and all you need to do is pay for postage, and you can't really ask for better than that. Standard, it includes 20 pages, but we can add a couple more if you wish to get more pages in it and more images, or have just different layouts on each of the pages so that it will fit on 20 sides. So the first things first is to create an album. So on here, this is what my photos looks like on an Apple iPhone. I've blocked out in red just the different streams and albums that we have on here, just because they're personal family images or family and friends. So the album that we're currently looking at is December Challenge, which has all of the images that we've taken and the graphic for the photo a day challenge. And the idea will be that we create images for each of these topics that we had to do for capturing December through 1 to 31. So let's have a look. So we've added all those images in there. Some were taken, like these ones, on our DSLR cameras, whilst others were taken on our smartphones, like these ones. So that's all our images ready. So it's nice to get them organised, and you simply create a new album by pressing the plus at the top and then renaming it whatever you fancy. So that is all in Photos. If we go to Photobooks, so this, like I said, is the sister company to Freeprints. You can log in if you're just downloading this video, this app now, and then you've got all the different options down the side, and you have to log in, but we're currently logged in, so let's head back to the home screen. So what you would do is click on Get Started to create a new book. And don't worry, your stream won't look like this, but we've just blocked out again, we've added a green image to each of our albums, apart from these ones, but they're public anyway. Well, the WhatsApp one, you can see Poochie, but the Instagram pictures and all the Canon PowerShot ones are public anyway, so we don't have to worry about those so much. But what we're trying to do here is once we click on Get Started, the app tells us to select 20 photos, so we can do that from any of the folders, but your new folder will be right in the bottom. So here we are, December Challenge. Simply click on that one, and then we can choose whichever photos we want to include in the album. Now, if we were to do all of them, so you can either select by dragging or simply click on Select All, and then it says there's 32 pictures selected, and then we can go into Next. We want to do it by selection because that's what the selection is, the order here, or you could do it by date created, but let's do selection for now. It automatically adds one image per page. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of that because I like to have a little bit of a different design on each page. So personally, I wouldn't do it that way. I'm going to go back to home, and then hopefully I think that saves it so you can restart. There we go. Now, what you could also do, instead of having these images from your album on here, you can select them from Facebook, Instagram, Google Photos, and Dropbox. We personally use Facebook and Instagram, obviously, for our business. Google Photos is a fantastic app. I really highly recommend you to download that and use it if you're an Apple phone user, Samsung, HTC, any of them at all. Because if once you download it, you can automatically sync your images from your camera straight onto Google Photos. So that's just a bit of a security precaution for you guys, just to back up your images. And Dropbox is a really handy one that we'll sometimes use for business images, but it's more things like marketing and our documents we use it for. So that's just a different place that you can download your images for the album. But let's go back into the December challenge. Now, I know how I normally design these little mini albums, that I want to start with the photo a day challenge first. So I'm simply going to select one picture and then click next. I'm going to do it by selection. So, and then it automatically places it on the front of the front page. Now if we click on that page, we can I have all these different options here at the bottom. You can swipe, that will take you to page 2, but we're only on page 1 at the moment. We can adjust the image, so we can crop into it if we wanted. We can replace it with a different picture. We can rotate it if you need to rotate any of them. You can flip it either way, either vertically or horizontally. You can also add a filter if you wish, but we don't need to do anything like this at the moment, because hopefully the images that you've got for your album should already be cropped and edited if you so wish. But they're there if you want. You can click on enlarge and that will fill the page to full size, which is quite nice for landscape pictures. If you do an enlarge and it's not a landscape picture, you can still drag it to however you want it, but we'll keep it full size for now. You can add a caption. So I'm going to write photo day challenge, and that was, oh, that's not how you spell challenge, 2019, because it was last year, and then that simply adds it, oops, on the bottom of that image. So it's just a nice little, even though it says what it is at the top. Actually, no, I'm going to change that to December challenge, because it's already got photo a day challenge at the top. See, the thing about doing this live, folks, December 29. There we go. So that is by clicking on the caption. We can change the shape, so we can do hearts if we so wished, circles, anything at all that's on here is an option. The stars are quite nice. Oh, the snowflake's a lovely one. If you had to do a nice like kind of wintry picture, that would look lovely in a snowflake if you so wished. But let's pop it back up to the normal. Don't know why it keeps on doing back to title, and then there we go. So we can change the layout, so we can add different pictures to add into the layout, and that's what we're going to do in a minute with the different images. We can also delete it if we wanted. So if we click on delete, it doesn't automatically remove it, which is a good thing. So it's just a security precaution that, or a second asking you if you really, really want to do that, and then you click on remove image. If you don't want to and you did it that by accident, just simply click cancel. So quite handy. So once you're happy with that layout for that page, simply click on done. That will take you back to your layout. Once I've got the first page done and know roughly where to start, I'll probably do the front cover next, only because I want to know that the beginning of the album is set and then it moves all its way down. Now this was all about December, so that contained our little one's first birthday party, lots of Christmas events with friends and family, and trips to see Santa and all that kind of thing. But for us, I guess Christmas is all about family, so I'm going to choose a family one. So we can then choose the type of album cover, which is really quite nice. So these change every month. I've done The Greatest Adventure, I think we did that for summer. Oh, we love Grandma, that'd be nice for grandparents. I've done that top one a few times, which is quite lovely. A decade change, that'd be a great one to do if you're doing a comparison between the decade, beginning of the decade and the end of. My school year, great idea for a little book in August once the kids are finished their school year. Another adventure one. This is ours, that'd be quite a nice one. A plain ones at the bottom, or just a title plate in the middle of that one. So there's lots of options on here. I think I want to go for a festive one. 2019 I did as a personal one, and that was our kind of family album for December 19, and then let's probably do Christmas memories. So we can just about see my mum, see mum and dad on that one and brother. So let's do Christmas memories. Now let's change it. So we want to know, because I've already got a December book, which is more of a family personal one. Photo a day. Sorry, I can't type and talk at the same time. So we want to make it really obvious what it is. So photo a day challenge, line 2, let's say December 2019. So that's done. And then you can also change the spine. So let's say photo a day challenge, great, 2019, just so that when they're on the bookcase, we can really see what they are. But then the great thing about this design is that you can add different images. So let me click on the other box, go back to the album. Now, what do you think would be a good one with that family one? I think, oh gosh, pressure. I think oh, the one of Steve and I on Christmas morning with Cameron and our cozy bed and our cozy jammies. And oh my goodness, come on, guys, help me out. What do you think would be a good one for December? Let's go with Cameron's birthday. No, the colours don't really fit for me on that one. Let me take that one out. Well, let me remove that now. It's probably not. Oh, there we go. Delete. Take that one out and then add. I think it needs to be a festive one, guys, don't you? I think that swing one, that's cute. Yes, the colours go lovely on that one. Great, I'm happy with that now. So, front cover's done, page one is done now done. So let's get adding the order of images from the photo day challenge from the day 1 to day 31. So day 1 is your view today. So that would be, I'm now looking at my laptop. So day 1 is this one. So we had a birthday party on the 1st of December. So I'm going to write on here day 1. Oh gosh, there we go. Day 1, your view today. And there we go. And that's literally it. Click on done. And that's day 1 done already. Brilliant. So I'm really happy with that. Now what we can do is either go on to page 3 and then add the next image, which will be birthday boy. And day 2 is favourite holiday film. So we call this Love Actually. It's not very original, is it? But it's making your images fit sometimes around the challenge themes. Day 2, favourite holiday film. There we go. I'm going to put Love Actually next to that just as a description. And then I think I can, no, it won't let me add a new line. Great. That looks lovely as it is. So we can click on done. So that's 2 of the challenge pages together. Now, if we keep on going on like this, we're going to have 31 images, as in 31 days, plus 32 of the photo day challenge graphic. So that'll be 12 extra pages that we're paying for. So I'm going to see if I can add a couple of combinations, the ones of things that aren't overly important, but we can maybe group them together. So we'll see how we get on shortly in the next couple of pages. So anything super important, I'll probably keep to 1 a page. So the next one is day 3, and that's red. That's pretty obvious. It's going to be this one. Now, this is a great information point. So photo already selected. This photo is already included in your photo book. Would you like to duplicate it? Yes, because that image is only used on the front cover. So I'm happy with it being duplicated. Day 3, red. Click on done, click on done. Super. Now we're on to day 4. Now, let me show you how to group images together and then perhaps you can fast forward from here because it will take a little while to go through these. So the next one is day 4, which is joyous. Now, if we click on joyous, which is Christmas may joy, this Christmas may joy fill our home and love and with love and laughter and fill our hearts, which is this little graphic. Now that will only include one image that you can see at the top of the screen. And now we want to include a few. So 4 is joyous, 5 is temperature, which is the tree, which is a chilly day. 6 is shopping, which was Phoenix and Bracknell's shop sign. And bright, which was a wedding bouquet. So you can see that as you can add images, it will start to build up a layout. Now you can have them as a simple 4, you can have them as different sizes, you can have them as a really big, large panoramic on the top, or you can have a larger panoramic on the bottom, I think sometimes. I think it gives you different layouts each time. Bigger images to the left and right. I personally like having them as an equal 4 because then it's just easier to see unless we've got a portrait one. But I think most of these were square apart from tree one. Let's click on that anyway. So we can drag around. Oh no, so that is portrait. as is that one, but that one is square, and that one, okay. Let's see. If we don't like the layout, I'm not overly fussed on that one. Go back to layout, and then you can slide through the different ones. I think this might be a good one. So yeah, that's better suited. Now, if you want to change the image, so I don't particularly like just that branch, and the bottom image isn't that important for me really. So I'm going to hold it down with pressure, and then I can drag it down so it will just swap the images around. So that's quite nice. So I'll pop the tree one there, I think something like that. And with this one, let's see if we can rotate it, if that might help the situation. Now I'm just using a 2-finger swipe on that one, and then automatically we can get the whole thing in. So that's really, really convenient, because before we would have just lost 3/4 of that. And probably with this sign, the joy one, we can put that there, because as long as we can still see the text, I'm happy with that being there. Oh, I'm just trying to slide it up a little bit more, but not too much. If you can't get it to adjust how you want to, just go into adjust here, and it's a bit easier to make a full size adjustment that way. There we go. Click on done. Brilliant. And then the top one, we can see the bouquet. I do like that branch coming out the bottom of it, but I think for the purpose of printing, let's include the fullness of the bouquet. I'm really happy with that layout. Change the caption. So here we were doing day 4. Day 4, 5, 6, and 7, which is joyous, temperature, shopping, and bright, something bright. Click on done, click on done. Super. So you can start to see that it's taking more of a design. It's not as boring, because if you had to do a page like that, one image per page, it just starts to get a bit dull. So having a different design element just makes it a little bit more interesting for the viewer, which, to be honest, will be yourself and perhaps some family or friends, but just makes it fresh and interesting. So that's us up to day 7, which was bright. I'm going to continue with the video because it's just easier for me to talk and have it as one full video. If you guys want to skip on and see the end, please feel free to do so. But I can have a chat to you guys whilst I do the rest of this. So let me scroll to the video and the folder even. So this is now day 8 ornaments. So that's the camera with the ornaments. Quite like that as a shot. Let me see what the next one is. The next one is the lovely venue we photographed for day 9. What are you reading? Oh, that was a library. So we could put those two together because the colours are quite similar. What do you think? No, let's keep it separate. There we go. Quite like it on its own. It's quite a strong image. So that one is day 8. Day 8. Ornaments. Done, done. Something we're reading. Library. A beautiful library. Having to look at my laptop at the same time to see what the challenges were. Just my memory's not that good. It's not bad, but not that good. What are you reading? And this was in a great library. Those books were amazing. It was in all 4 corners of the little room. Lovely. So that's that one. So then we can swipe through. Just makes it a tiny little bit faster rather than having to click done and then through again. Day 10 is little one, and that was wrapping paper. Now, day 11 is something green. No, green. I think it was the tree. Now, I'm going to be a bit controversial here, folks, and get rid of the green and include a different page. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Not sure. Does that go? See, I'm thinking of skipping 11 and putting that on the other side, and then putting day 12 together, which is a wonderful sight. No, let's keep it as it normally should be. There we go. And the reason that we're saying about being a bit controversial is that the next image is Little One, and it's a great landscape image, but I thought if we go back to the layout, if we can see these two images here, having Little One sat on the wooden floor next to him as a baby on the same wooden floor, well, it's in the same house, but it's a different room, might have looked quite nice because then they were roughly the same age when these pictures were taken, or the same date when these pictures were taken. But what I think I'll do instead is just slide that over, so then it goes day 11, day 10, and then this one will be day 12. So that's fine. As long as it's on the same layout, I'm not too fussed. I don't want to be too precious with it. But I just want to kind of explain my reasoning as to why I was doing it. So that one is now day 11. And then day 10. That first one for day 11 was green. And then this one is wrapping paper. Whereas this one, day 12. Wonderful sight. Done. Done. Yeah, that looks nice together, doesn't it? Super duper. So we're up to day 12. Day 13. Now, this is a proper throwback, so let's add in the image for this one. So this one was family, and then this was taken when Cameron was a couple of days old. This one for day 14 is Christmas tree. Now, I think they're both portrait images, so that works beautifully. Oh, I like it when things work out nicely together. How nice does that look? And it's not even the same place, so that's really nice that it works out in the colours. So day 13 and 14. Day 13 is family, and day 14 is Christmas tree. Yeah, that works really well together. Day 15 is a Christmas song. Let me see if you can guess what this Christmas song is. Have you got it? Day 15. And the Christmas song of choice had to be Driving Home for Christmas. Driving Home for Christmas. Now, I'm going to be funny, haha, and write car. No. A tree. Will it give me emojis? It's not giving me emojis, so I need to hunt for emojis. Let's see, where's the car? Vehicles. Here we go. Car. And then tree might be under nature. Christmas tree. There we are. Brilliant. Let's see how that prints out, because I've never tried to print emojis, but they are the perfect emojis for this image. So next page, So that's day 15. Day 16 is outside lights, and day 17 is presents. So we want to add day 16 first, which is the Christmas lights at Windsor, and inside is presents, which is that one. So let's go with these as a double. Again, we could add a few more. What's the next one? Day 17, day 18 could work well. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to save a few pages and add in extra images. So day 17 is, got that one. Day 18 is the stocking. Stocking picture, where are you? I think I've already used that one. Oh no, where's it? Oh, there it is. And then day 19 is the candy canes. Now, I don't think these are particularly going to fit very well when it comes to the colour palette. So if we click on the first one, the red and the red, so the red of the Santa works well with the candy canes. So I'm going to keep that diagonally rather than, because I could put it as the green and the gold on the left and the reds on the right. But I think it makes it look a little bit off centre. So we're just going to drag the Christmas tree back over here. The candy canes, which was a hard one to photograph, wasn't it? And then let's have presents and Santa here. Now I quite like having the frames. Do I? Yeah, it just adds a little bit of context. No, let's keep them like that. That looks good. And then Windsor Castle lights. And this one is stocking, which we need to zoom in a little bit. So we need to click on adjust. It's going to make it a little bit fuzzy, but again, it's just for ourselves, so we're not too fast. So this one, oh my goodness, so this is day 16, 17, 18, 19. So day 16, day 17, day 18, day 19. And now that is, go back to our graphic, it will tell us them all. So day 16 is outside Christmas lights. Christmas lights. That's not how you spell lights. Outside Christmas lights. Presents. Stocking. And candy cane. Candy cane. Super. Now, I'm being a little bit pedantic. What I personally want, oh gosh, what I want to do is make sure that things have the right capital letters, grammar, not so much because it's only really one word that we're doing. Oops. And then it all goes wrong. So make sure you do it right the first time. That's moral of the story here. Candy cane, that's better. Good, I'm happy with that one. So let's see how it looks as a whole album so far. Lovely, good colours. All matches well. So we've still got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 pages to go, and we're on day 17. Do you think we'll fit in up to 31? Let's see. So, right, so we got up to candy cane, which is day 19. So we've got tree topper next. So tree topper is day 20. December challenge, Little Angel. Now, I personally don't want to have that as a full-size page, so let's see if we can add in a few other bits and pieces. Now, the next couple of images are quite important. It was our Santa visit to Legoland. Oh, we had the loveliest time, but I think I want to have that as a full-size image or as just as something else on a different page. So we'll have Christmas Tree Angel, we'll have Cameron and Steve seeing a donkey, and then let's stay. Do we add another? What do you think, guys? Do we add in that one? Cringe selfie, but we had to be done to get that scarf shot in. Yeah, let's go with that one with the nice kind of portrait shot to the side. And then let's get top of glasses in with a scarf, because it's all about the scarf. And then let's adjust that one. There we go. Do we get the 2019 in? No, let's go with just Full Size Angel. That's the one. Great stuff. So that one is day. Tree Toppers 20. 20. And Peace is going to be on the other side of the page. Tradition 22. And Scarf is 23. So tree topper, tradition, and scarf. And then next one, before I forget, we're going back a couple of days for this one. That's just one of those magical days. So that one is Peace. It was anything but peace at Legoland. It was so busy in a nice way. But walking through these Christmas trees, I don't think I'll ever forget that. It was just a lovely experience. So because if we look at these two top pages here, because that the first on the left hand side is full size, I think I'm going to try and make the ones on the right full size as well. So that simply is clicking on enlarge and away we go. But because we've enlarged it and basically cropped it, what we need to do now is make sure that all our lines are in where we need them to be. So I'm just going to move that adjustment to here. Oh no, why won't it? So sometimes if it does something funny like that, just try and either flip it around or just play around with it. So I'm going to zoom in. It's not going to be the best quality when it prints now because we're zoomed in and it was an iPhone shot. But as long as we've got the faces in, then that's the most important thing. I'm going to move that one up for me and move that one down. Yeah, that's better. Day 21, 20, 22 and 23. Okay, where are we getting to now? So, scarf. Christmas Eve, Christmas morning. So 24 is Christmas Eve, being the 24th it would be. And Christmas Eve was, oh my goodness, visiting Santa. So it was a local garden centre that we went to. So that was a photograph of Steve and I with Cameron. So let's keep that one as a full size one because again that's a good tradition. Day 24, Christmas Eve. Does anybody feel that Christmas Eve can be more exciting than Christmas Day? It's just the anticipation that Christmas Day will be there soon. I think it's quite nice, a buzzy day on Christmas Eve. Just me and that thinking? Or do you guys think that too? Okay, so I'm looking at my Instagram feed and seeing what's coming up next. So we've got two key images coming up. That I'm thinking of doing them as full size, but then we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images. So if I do them as a double page for the two big images for these two, page 16 and 17, and then I could probably get away with a multi layout on page 18, a single on 19 and a single on 20. So let's try that. So page 16 is going to be Christmas Day morning, which is our bedroom. Day 25, Christmas Day morning. And then I know that the next page along will be day 26, which is Boxing Day. Technically, this picture was taken on Christmas Day. We didn't take any pictures on Boxing Day because we're absolutely knackered. Day 26, Boxing Day. Were you guys the same? Are you always super knackered on Boxing Day? Or are you full of turkey and whiskey and all yummy things? Day 25 and day 26, good. Okay, so I'm happy with those ones. And then, okay, so this is going to be interesting. I'm going to skip pages 18 and 19 and go on to 20, just so that I can see what it's going to look like as bookends, and then I can work out how many images I've got remaining. So the good thing about the Photobooks app, it tells you with a tick which ones you've used, and it adds like almost a grey out over it. But it tells me the ones that I haven't used, which really stand out. So the bottom one, the night one at the bottom, that blue beachy one, Cameron on the swing, and then Cameron on the beach. This one was taken on the 31st, so I'm going to keep that one in here. Day 31. And that one is celebrations. I really don't think I should be doing this on a Sunday night at this time of night. I think you started to get the giggles. Day 31 celebrations. Brilliant. So I'm happy with that one. So that's what it looks like as the remaining 3 open pages. So I know from my grayed out images in the folder that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pictures. Now, 4 pictures, how are they going to look together? So I need to group them really by colour, I think is going to be the best way. So if I do perhaps day 27, which is nighttime, which is that image is Steve's birthday, and day 29 is sky view, which is this one. Does that work well? Which ones would work together? I think that one, I think that's probably the best layout. Now you can even see on this image, can you see at the top? You can see the stars. So I do wonder, I mean, how clear is that? That was a long exposure on my camera. And that wasn't even like my fancy pants amazing camera. That was just my Canon pocket camera. And it still managed to pick up the stars in the sky. So I really hope that will pick up when it's printed. These are just sticks and things that's on the beach, and our little cabin is on the beach, so it's quite a nice viewpoint. So let's see, that's the best one for that one. And then one of Cameron. I quite like that tree to the side. It'd be nice if it was full size, but I don't think we're going to get away with it this time. So let's go for bang in the middle. So that one is day 27. And we skip to day 29. So day 27 is nighttime. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it really is getting too late. I can't work out how to spell that now. Yes, nighttime. And 27 and day 29 is sky view. It was the most beautiful sunset. And then last page, folks. Well done you if you've managed to get till now. Okay, so we've got Little Boy on the Beach, which is this one, for day 28, which is words. And his words were no. And then one on the beach itself. So let's go with, yeah, let's stick with that. That looks great, and that looks great. Oh, I need to add the text on that one. Words. Winter Wonderland. Not that it looked very nice and blue sky, but it was wasn't that chilly. I was about to say it was chilly, but it wasn't really. It was a lovely blue sky day. Okay, right, let me cancel that. So that is one whole book put together. No blank pages, a couple of full size ones. I might change this one to full size as well. Enlarge. Done. Brilliant, and I'm really happy to do that one as well. I'm really happy with that. I think that looks really fun. So the other fun thing is you can add your back cover. You can do any other pictures. I'm going to use the same ones, obviously. Let's start with quintessential Christmassy. Let's go with driving over Christmas. And then it gives you even more options. So I probably will do, I'm going to do 3 littles of 2 either side of Little Lamb. I do like that red one. I'm going to adjust to zoom in. Something like that. And then middle one. Favourite middle one? Oh gosh, that is a toughie. So we've got bed one, our jammies, and the family one is the front cover. So back cover, I think would be Santa. There we go. Click on done. And then that's it. So all we need to do is, if we're happy with it, we can simply press on checkout. We've only done the standard 20 pages, so there's no extra pages to add. So I'm going to click on 7x5 soft cover, but you can see there are other options. 8x6. Oh yeah, so the 7x5 is like one size bigger than a 6x4 print, so it's like the enlargement size. 8x6 is roughly 2 sizes bigger than a 6x4, which comes in a hard cover, but that's £15. And the 11x8, which is 1 inch smaller than an A4 size. So that'd be a lovely, lovely size for like a really important thing. We're going to stick with the 7x5. Generally, that would say free right now because I've already ordered a book in January for our family December one. I'm having to pay £10, but I'm not that fussed about paying a tenner for it because it adds to my collection. It goes with the other photo challenge books that I've got already. And yeah, just paying for that one. So I'm going to click on next here. It might come up with my address, so I might need to stop the recording here and then close, but we'll see. Okay, so what just happened there then is it did come up with my home address, and then it simply says deliver to this address or deliver to another address. So we're delivering to my home address, but obviously you'll have yours set up however you wish. You can upgrade to multiple options. So if you want to order a couple of books, maybe one for you, one for either set of grandparents or friends, family, whoever, you can preview the book, you can edit the book and add more sizes. You can upgrade to a matte cover, upgrade to high glossy pages. It's fine as it comes. So if you want to upgrade, do. But So what happens now is the app will, once you've processed everything, the app will ask if you want to upgrade to anything. So it's quite clever how it adds in these different your different images to the tiles. It makes you think you've already got this, but you can order a free photo tile a month. So that's again quite nice. You just have to pay for postage. I've personally not ordered them myself, but I've seen friends that have them 8x8 inches. So it's quite a nice size. You can pop them on your wall. So I'll say no thanks to that now. And there we go. And that comes up with my order number, my order that I've processed, how much I've paid for it, £2.99, and then the price for the album itself. And then I can order different things or simply click on done. So I had to stop the video recording a couple of times there because it just came up with my PayPal bank details and my home address. So we've cut that out. So apologies if it went a little bit choppy at the end, but hopefully that's really helped you with understanding how to do a photo books order. And I can't wait to see your books arrive. So take a picture of yours or a little mini video, post it in the Photography Academy community Facebook group, and can't wait to see them. Thanks ever so much, folks. I'll take a picture of mine when it arrives in a couple of days' time and show you what the outcome is. Thanks, everyone. Take care now.